Alright, we're going to change some oil on a John Deere LA100 speed. There it is. And this particular model does not have an oil filter. The back of the seat, it tells you that oil filter NA. Not applicable, it doesn't apply, not applicable. So there's no oil filter. Just this. The oil is TY22. Hold on. TY22029. Let me show you here. Alright, it says LA100 oil filter NA. NA, no, not applicable. And oils TY22029. It's also 10W30. So you can use 10W30. I'm gonna use the same thing I put in my car. It's probably not the same exact stuff, but it probably is the same stuff. So let's get right to it. Get your drain pan all set. And here you just twist this. Twist, and I ran the engine. It's pretty much a cold start because, ooh, look how brown that is. It was a cold start. See, it's just barely making over there. That's good. Nothing's leaking or nothing. But anyway, it was a cold start, and I had the battery disconnected the entire winter, both the negative and the positive. Because if you leave the positive connected, then all these little electronics and stuff in here, there's capacitors and what have you, will drain the battery. So you disconnect both the negative and the positive, and when you hook it back up, connect the positive, and then connect the negative last. And I cranked it. I made sure I had to put fresh gas in it. It still has some little bit of old gas in it. I try to use all the gas from the year before. I mean, I try to use all of it on the last mow, but mostly new gas mixed into it. Here, I'll show you. I don't know if it'll come up in the camera, but over here is the gauge, and it's about halfway filled up. There, it's right below that shadow. Right below the shadow. That's how much gas. Kind of see it. See if I can zoom in. But I got half a tank, and it wasn't really level ground, so I didn't want to fill it up all the way. I wasn't sure. But there's no oil filter on this beast, which is kind of stupid. But you know, I guess you get what you pay for. I mean, this is the LA100 5-speed. It's the 100 series. There's 115. There's all kinds. There's like 5 different kinds. And they all got little extra features to them. You'd think this is the oil filter, but it's not, because it's got that electrical wire going to it. I think it might be an alternator. I mean, you would think something charges the battery up on these things, but when you run them, alternator, who knows. Yep, nothing's leaking over. It's all good, and this should work out. That oil is brown. That is nasty. But anyway, I'm gonna let that drain for a while. Okay, it's about done. Get it cleaned off. And then put your cap back on. This one, you can see the grooves, how it goes on. Like it'll slide down and then go over. Slide down and you lock it. And then come up here, pour your oil in. I'll relieve the pressure a little bit as I was doing it, so the oil would come out faster. Alright. You can just share. Okay, I looked it up online, and it's kind of hard to measure the what I poured into, but it's 1.5 quarts I'm going to pour 1 quart in, and I'm going to keep checking the dipstick. So I'm going to take the dipstick out now so it's easier to pour in. Oh. Right. Put some, calls for 10W30. You can put 5W30 in there, don't matter. Alright, so it's currently, looks like it's about right there. Let's check it again. It's so clear. Alright. Oh yeah. Fucking towel. Oh, there it is. Sweet.